Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I am Johnny.
This time I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
First, we just like to mention up top, we're thankful for you. If you're thankful for us,
Immediately turned it.
why not? Head on over to patreon.com/arcadeaudio. Donate to our Patreon. All kinds of great rewards. And again, if you, we won't be offended if you don't.
No.
But it's there. That's all. And also happy Thanksgiving. I'm very excited to eat a lot of turkey.
I am too. Johnny, you know what I'm thankful for?
No.
I'm thankful for our listeners, but the ones I'm really thankful for are the ones that leave 5-star iTunes reviews.
Same. Because they're the ones who are most thankful for us.
Yeah, exactly. And I love all of them. You know, I give every listener of ours a 10 out of 10.
But
the 5-star iTunes reviewers, 11 out of 10. And that's kind of fucked up. But hey, that's the truth.
4 legs good, 2 legs better. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means, but I agree fully. Johnny, here's this review. The title is Finally, and it's from Matt from Indiana from United States.
Oh, that I maybe know that person via Twitter.
Here's Matt from Indiana's review. Now that the episode where they talk a lot of smack about my state has dropped off of iTunes, I can wholeheartedly and without reservation endorse this show.
Fuck, that's so good. I hope that they were just straight up
Literally,
like it's gone. Okay. Fuck,
just like
that's
counting down the
so
days.
good.
Yeah, that's a very good review.
Oh, that was the whole thing?
That was the whole thing.
Oh my god. That's even better.
It's like 3 bits. It's very good.
I love that.
So thank you, Matt.
Yeah, I am very thankful for that review.
Yeah,
You want to
and sincerely, like we are thankful for everybody.
Yes, yeah. Honestly. You want to get an article?
I'd love one.
What if it's Indiana?
Dude, I would talk the most shit.
How fucking awesome would it
That'd
be?
be so good.
Okay, we'll see. Oh, interesting.
All right.
Revolver
The Beatles album.
song.
The song?
Revolver is a song by American recording artist Madonna
Okay.
from her third greatest hits compilation, Celebration. It was released on December 14th, 2009 by Warner Brother Records and marked her first single release with the label, which had been her record company since 1982. What? Oh, her final single release.
Oh, I was like, what year?
The song features American rapper Lil Wayne and was written by Madonna, Carlos Beatty, Stephen Beatty,
Warren
Maybe
Beatty.
Dwayne
The Rock
Beatty. Carter, Justin Franks, and Brandon Kitchen.
Brandon Kitchen. Paul Onions. Sorry, was it Dwayne Carter?
Dwayne Carter, yeah.
Because what's Lil Wayne's real name? It's something.
It's like isn't it like Wayne Carter?
That's what I was gonna say, but that can't be right. And I just listened to the most recent RJ Hates Rap.
They're
episode. Back. They're back, baby.
Nice.
Better than ever, season 2, and the last one just had one of Lil Wayne's albums on it. So I got Lil Wayne on the brain.
Wayne brain.
Yeah, that's what the doctors call it.
The single release included remixes by David Guetta, Afrojack, which won the Grammy Award for Best Remix Recording Non-Classical category at the 53rd Grammy Awards.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with Afrojack, but that's a very good name.
It's a very good name. I think he's a horse.
For real?
No.
Okay. And the inside corner, we got Afrojack.
I was thinking Bojack.
Oh, Afrojack Horseman.
Yeah.
Is that show good?
Bojack Horseman?
I've heard really good things about it.
I enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm surprised if we have not talked about it on the show before.
Yeah. Well, because I've seen an episode and it was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't watch more. And I think the pilot episode is different tonally from how the most episodes tend to be.
One thing that's really cool about it is the guy who created it he was part of a sketch group in college when he was in college. But when I was like in high school, they were my absolute favorite like online sketch group.
Really?
They were called Old English. And I loved them. And now he's like doing, and another guy is Adam Conover, who does like Adam Ruins Everything for like True TV or whatever.
Yeah.
So the two of them were in this like sketch group that I watched in high school, and now they're doing like huge things.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love when stuff like that happens.
Yeah. I have a couple problems with BoJack, but nothing. But and it's like one of the problems is that one of the main characters is Asian, but she's voiced by
Alison Brie.
Brie.
Yeah, right. So it's like, why
not
right? Don't you can't be it's not inclusive to draw her Asian.
Right. So I don't get that. Yeah. I don't get why they did that.
Yeah, it's a strange choice.
And then
would it be worse, or is it still, it doesn't matter if it would just been like a white woman? Like, is it better in any way?
I don't think so. I think it would be better to be a white woman.
Okay.
Because it's like,
because at least you're not trying to like pull some punches.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is just like, it's another story about a sad like white horse. You know, like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like,
right, because the only guys writing this shit are sad white men.
Poor, sad, rich white man.
Right.
But I do enjoy it a lot. It's very good. There was one episode, the entire episode was silent.
Oh wow,
it was incredible.
Yeah, and they pulled it off.
Absolutely, man. It was. I mean, that was like one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
It was so good.
Did they sell it out for a joke at all? Like in the very, very end? Like,
yes.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you the
apples.
I can tell you the reason why it was silent.
Okay.
Because they're all it's animals and people.
Yeah.
And they go underwater.
Okay.
So BoJack has to wear like a scuba suit.
Sure.
So he can't like hear out, and he,
that makes sense. No, you can't hear the sound. Yeah.
Do you want me to ruin?
So then he finally takes the helmet off and.
No, do you want me to ruin this?
I would love for you to ruin it.
He like at the very end, and this came out like a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly how it comes up.
Okay.
He like bumps into someone else who's wearing a helmet, and they touch a little button and are like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And then he's like,
"Oh, the whole time
he pressed the button." He's like, "You can like you could do that," and that's it.
That's good. That's good.
But I mean. It was incredible.
I was even thinking that. I was like, oh, I guess I don't have any little walkie-talkies.
Yeah. It was like, it was so enthralling.
That's cool.
And it was totally silent. It was so impressive.
That feels, like, I wonder if there are other shows doing things like that. There must be. I'm not aware of them. Like,
right.
I didn't know BoJack would do things like that.
It's very good. You should watch it.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it today, actually. So that's funny. I've been hearing a lot of stuff similarly about maybe Steven Universe.
I've heard Steven Universe is very good.
Where like every character is a lesbian, and I'm not exaggerating.
Right, that's what it sounds like.
I just don't understand. I need to watch it partly because everyone recommends it, but also the other part is to like understand how they do something like that on a show which I assume is on Cartoon Network. Which isn't to say there's anything wrong with having lesbian characters, but it seems like material that I wouldn't have expected to see on a cartoon show.
Yeah, I remember
for kids.
It was a big deal. There was some Nickelodeon show I think that had a character that had like two dads fairly recently, and people were like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah,
but
and maybe that's how you do it. Is you just do it.
I think that's
like,
I think you have to.
It has nothing to do with anything. It's just two dads. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going on this adventure.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably like Adventure Time, where not that there is anyone with two dads, but just like a lot of the themes are just a little more grown up, but they just present it and that's it.
They just treat the kids like people. Hey, yeah, you're people. Right. Yeah. Right. I like that. I'm done with that.
I haven't seen Adventure Time in a long time. Yeah. I fell off.
I've only seen like the first season or two.
Whatever was on Netflix at one point.
Same, yeah. Do you know, and this might not even be true, but I heard that, do you know what Adventure Time's thing is? Like why everything is so weird and mythical and strange?
Isn't it like after a nuclear war?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is the best. Like, how do you introduce that? Like, in the... It must be like slowly over time, which is like background things, or
I think that's what it is, and maybe it's even the kind of thing where like they never explicitly said it, but just whenever they do anything, there's like some in the show Bible or whatever, it's like, oh, this all takes place after a nuclear war. Just keep that in mind when you're writing.
Right, that makes sense. I understand that.
So then like maybe they're not even intentionally like revealing things, but they just
know that these things exist, so they happen to draw them, like subconsciously, or not even subconsciously, but just like that. This is what would be here.
Yeah,
right.
It's fun,
like burned out car husks or something. Yeah.
Another show that I really enjoy is Regular Show. Regular Show's so good and weird.
It's definitely in the same sort of family as the shows we've been talking about.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because it's very different.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's so weird and funny.
Yeah, and doesn't Mark Hamill do a voice for them?
He voices Skips,
the
Yeti.
Okay.
I love that he just has like not a secret voice actor career, but kind of a secret voice actor career.
I mean, growing up, I probably didn't know until maybe college, and so I certainly watched Batman the Animated Series. Never, as a kid, huge Star Wars fan since I was like a young kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I would have known that Luke Skywalker was the voice of the Joker, I would have lost my marbles.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew until like The Force Awakens came out, and people were, and then just like people started talking about Mark Hamill again. I was like, what the fuck? He's just been like doing this other thing for 30 years.
Like,
Yeah. It's crazy. And like, good for him.
Yeah. Like, what made him do that? Like, what was his first gig?
You know what? Probably it is I bet it was hard for him to get acting roles because they were like, you're Luke Skywalker.
Right.
So he's like, well, fuck, I'll just, I could do crazy voices, so I'm just going to do that.
How do you think Harrison Ford got around it? Here's my guess just now I came up with.
Okay.
So he did the Han Solo thing.
Correct.
And then was the next thing he did basically Indiana Jones?
I think maybe the first Indiana Jones came out between two Star Wars.
That's what I was going to say. It was maybe between 4 and 5. I could be a little wrong. But regardless, it's up in the mix. And so maybe that's what it was, where it was like, he's boys with George Lucas, he's boys with Spielberg. And so they're not going to typecast him. They just know he's a cool dude. So they put him in as Indiana Jones.
Yeah, because Han Solo and Indiana Jones are so different.
Well, they're different enough. And so maybe people were like, all right, I'll take a chance on this guy.
One of them wears a hat.
Yeah. One has a laser gun.
And one has a
regular gun.
Yeah.
Big difference.
But I know what you mean, though. It's
like maybe that's enough. Whereas like, so all Luke needed to know, well, boy, if only Luke would have worked on American Graffiti. He could have had another career just like Han Solo.
Poor guy.
I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, that very much happened to all those people. Like they weren't in anything else.
Yeah,
except for Warwick Davis, who's besides Harrison Ford, maybe the most successful of all of them, as far as breadth of work.
He might be more successful. He's been in fucking everything.
He really has been in everything. He's even been in things as himself in extras or
for sure.
I mean?
And I think he was on a season of he was on the 3rd season of Idiot Abroad, I think.
Yeah, well, maybe. So he's just boys with Ricky Gervais and just like all his stuff. Yeah, he's Professor Flitwick.
Yeah, he was both Professors Flitwick.
There were two?
Well, in the early movies, they made him look a little more like fantasy like. He had like white hair and like maybe pointy ears.
Okay.
And then later they just gave him like an alt-right haircut and like a mustache.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But it was the same character?
Yeah.
What a bizarre thing. I mean, I guess teachers can change their outfits and stuff, like whatever.
They definitely made him like a human, and before he was not a human.
I wonder if that was like his choice, where he was like, hey, can I just be myself? Because, I'm a normal human being. And they're like, yeah, fair point. Like I don't know that Flitwick was he even necessarily like he was probably human in the books.
He was small. She says over and over that he was small. At least she never says that he was a human or
maybe she's setting him
else.
up to be like a half human, half dwarf or something like Hagrid.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
They're this year at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They're doing like Christmas celebration. It's like specific Harry Potter Christmas stuff.
So like what would there be? Like the wizard crackers,
like a Yule Ball maybe. I don't know exactly what they're
Yule
doing.
Ball.
I know they're doing like a lot of decorating and like like they do Grinchmas in the Seuss area.
Yes.
They're doing a similar thing for Harry Potter. And Harry Potter just feels very Christmassy to me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, part of it is it's British. I don't know. British people feel very Christmassy.
They do feel Christmassy.
I know. They're wearing scarves. And
you
shit.
never think of it as being hot there. I'm sure it is sometimes.
Right.
And Christmas plays a big part in a lot of the books.
Definitely. That's where all of the mysteries get solved, or like they gather clues during the holidays.
And I reread them around Christmas time usually, which I actually gotta get on that if I'm gonna do that this year.
Yeah.
I wonder if I will this year.
Well, you're going to be busy, man, between reading Harry Potter and rewatching all the Star Wars.
Dude.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is a good time.
Mm-hmm. Would you say you're thankful for those things?
Yeah, I guess. How about you? When was the last time you reread Harry Potter?
Oh, it's been a long time.
You really should.
Yeah, I really do need to.
You would I think be just delighted. And they're so charming.
Yes.
They really, really are.
Yeah, I should do that.
They're quick. They're quick.
They're quick enough.
Are you still reading it?
Sort of. I'm in the middle of it.
How far?
About halfway. That's like classically my MO with like everything.
Hey, Stephen King don't care. He still sold the book.
That's true. Yeah, right. At the end of the day, who cares? I read it before, so whatever. I'm not in a rush to watch it. Well, I saw the movie twice.
Yeah.
I'm itted out.
Have you watched any videos comparing like Tim Curry to new Pennywise?
No.
It's very funny.
I don't even know. Is he scary in the original?
It's hard to tell because it was the 80s and it's like...
And you're a grown-ass man now.
Yeah, and it's like, who knows? He was definitely... So the new It was like spooky looking.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Curry just looked like a clown, which is kind of spookier because there was nothing like...
He's just a man.
There was nothing like inherently spooky about him. It was just like, why is there a clown in this library? Like, that's spooky and weird. Not like...
Oh, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the greatest monsters are just men.
Is Of Monsters and Men like a screamo band or something?
Something like that, yeah. Don't ask me.
I don't know. Or maybe like an emo band?
Yeah.
Emo bands have very good names.
Well, I feel like every emo band is... Well, in my head, emo bands have like the names of the dead first wives of like horror writers from the turn of the century.
Eleanor.
Yeah.
Eleanor's a very good like emo band name.
Like Annabelle Lee, like something like that.
I don't know what kind of music it is, but I used to listen to a lot of like Fall of Troy. But that's like screamy. What is that? Hardcore?
Do they have like melodic bits, but then we'll have like a screaming chorus maybe?
Kind of, yeah.
That would be post-hardcore.
Post-hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in. I don't know if there's anything that defines it other than they sing, but then they also have screaming parts.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. That was kind of my music of choice in high school.
Yeah, it was like Fall of Troy.
Right, Fall Out Boy of Troy.
He Is Legend. Portugal the Man. Portugal the Man's very good. I listened to a lot of Blood Brothers.
Were they the ones that did really scary music videos?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen a Blood Brothers music video, actually. Their song titles are all like crazy, though.
Yeah.
Like Love Rhymes with Hideous Car Wreck. And
dude, that was a staple of those kind of bands for sure.
Trash into Trash equals Trash Flavored Trash.
God, it's so like self-indulgent.
So good.
These long titles that have nothing to do with the track. There was a Fall Out Boy song. It was called Champagne for My Real Friends, Real Pain for My Sham Friends.
That's like the best title of anything of all time.
It is very good. I've remembered it 10 years later, but come on, guys.
I like
cute without the E. Can we please?
What's the name of the
was it I'm Not Okay, parentheses, I promise.
Fuck. What a weird time.
Yeah.
Cause like, are like middle schoolers still like that, or are they just like normal 2017 people?
I haven't checked in with my middle school posse for a minute, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I hope they are, because otherwise it just feels like
what was
just so self-indulgent.
What was our deal?
Yeah, like, well, woe is me. Look at me.
Everyone has to be like that, right?
I hope, probably like self-centered.
I hope so. I hope everyone's miserable
for my sake. Otherwise it's like, man, we all sucked.
I think it also sort of maybe builds character in a weird way. Like,
yeah, I mean, you want to spin that way, yeah.
To just, I don't think you can be as maybe sympathetic as an adult if you were not like miserable, or if you didn't go through any sort of, not even hardship, because my life was not hard,
right? But just like feeling emotions and being okay with feeling them.
Yeah, and just like, like when you're going through puberty and stuff, it's so many emotions just like crash down on you, and you're like, what is this?
Right.
But if you don't experience that,
yeah, what would you do otherwise?
Right, I don't know how.
Play football or something. Yeah, so you would say that you're thankful for those experiences.
I am.
Thank you later. Also, Tracy said she got her postcard.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's I was glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.